Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. I'm here at the Mazzini Rolnikzi Barlex SP. I want to say zoo, but it's not. It's not a zoo. We're here at the shop. Basically, this is the equipment shop. So we are going to get some more equipment. If you saw the first episode for Zielonka here on 25, we bought a combine, we bought a tractor, we bought a tipper, we liquidated all the other equipment from the farm, and we're kind of heavy on the cloth stuff. So I think that's what we're going to go with. We need to get a baler. The in-game baler is $171,000. May hold off on that one. I do have another one. This one's from the Mod Hub. It's a little bit cheaper, 83,500. This one does have a little issue when you get on hilly places, but for the most part, Zielonka is kind of flat. And then we can always, correct the issue with this one. This one, the what do you call that? The lift thing in the front kind of folds under sometimes, so maybe it'll be okay. Let's see. We'll just do the standard there. Dealer. No, we don't need that. Fire extinguisher? Yeah, we'll put a fire extinguisher on there, sure. Attach your position. I think that's okay where it's at. Yeah, that's okay where it's at. Square bale twine. Sure, we'll do the cloths. Silage additive tank. That's a nice feature about this one, is we can put that tank on there. So we can do the silage additive with this baler. So that might be the strategic way to go. You can't do that with the in-game one. The only in-game baler you can do that with is the Crone baler. So, main color's fine. That's fine. We'll take the plate off. I think the only thing we'll put plates on are like actual like vehicles, like trucks and trailers, stuff like that. So let's do that. We've got ourselves a baler there now. All right, we need a windrower. I think you guys know where I'm going to go with that. Probably that. There's not another one. Nope. This cloth one's a nice one. When you know that, we do the Trebord tires on everything else, but this one is not available in Trebord. So we'll just do Michelin, I guess. Yeah, we like our Michelin tires. There's different versions. We'll just do the standard wide. We'll take the plate off. No plate. Okay. We need a mower. We need at least one mower to start. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. There's this one. 22.5. Not a bad price. We need at least one. I'm 46. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rear one too. Just because mowing with one mower, that would be kind of tedious, and plus this will cut down the time a little bit. All right, so we've got that. I'm trying to remember what else we have. We do need a plow. We're gonna. You know what? We need a fertilizer too. I almost forgot a fertilizer. Man, gotta have that fert rig. And then we need the plow. So you have your in-game horizontal. Forget the name of those plows. So I think I'm just gonna go with the. We like this one. We use this one in the America. We will change the color of that too. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Cloth green. Woo. And then I think the tines I'm gonna leave black. Those were jet black. I think I'm just gonna leave those black. I could paint them. There's not really a cloth red per se, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave them black. That's what we'll do. All right, but it is cloth screen. The frame is, so we're good to go. 17 for that. Not too bad. And I think that's good for now. I think we'll come back and probably look at cedars and stuff. All right, got a nice little start there. Got some stuff to really start to farm with here. All right, let's go look at fields. So we have this grass here that we can mow. There's a little bit of grass around the farm. There's grass. There's a little bit of grass around these 2 fields that we bought up here. We can mow these little field roads here. There's a little more there. It's not a ton of grass, but it's a little bit. Oh, there's a pretty good pass right there. Got some meadow grass up here. There's another field down here, and I was looking. I am interested in getting the fields like around the farm. Wheat field down there. Boy, there's a lot of cotton over here. Somebody got crazy with the cotton. But I think this one over here, and actually is that oats? It might be oats. Let's go look at those. Do a little running. Yeah, more wheat. We're gonna have an abundance of wheat. We can make this a nice long field right here too. Pile all that together. What is this? Is this oats? Ooh, it is oats. I'm interested in them oats. Love the Quaker. Get some Quaker oatmeal. What's that down there? I don't think that's oat. I think that's carrot down there. But we have that field. How much is that one? 115? That's not too bad. How much is the oat field? I'm afraid to ask because it's a little bit of a bigger field. Oh yeah, 229. We'll hold off on that. I am interested in that wheat field though. That's also interested in grass. Be nice if there was one close to home. We have this field over here that is not in grass. What is that? Is that potatoes? No, not potatoes. There's a little grass field right there. Guess we could go with that one. Where else is there? There's like these open meadow areas. What am I trying to click on here? There we go. Those are just too expensive. They do come with a field. $359 for that. You don't get this one. That one's in cotton. That's a pretty. I don't know. Let me go look at that. Let me go look at it. I'm just gonna run down there. You know, I gotta get my exercise. Well, I wish I could buy this oat field right now. I like the Quaker oats. You know, I think my favorite's probably the apple cinnamon Quaker oats. I bought some new ones though. I didn't know they had all the different varieties. They have like strawberry and like blueberries and strawberry, and I know they had the maple brown sugar ones, but I don't think I've had the berry ones yet. I wanted to try them. Make sure I don't get hit by any of these crazy Zielonkians here. Oh look, there's a little bit of water on this field road. Look at that. I don't remember that being like that. That's interesting. Oh, there's some rocks out here too. On this land. Wonder if there's rocks down here. So you know what? It's almost meant to be. This land, is this the land? This is the land. Yep, it comes with a wheat field. It's got a huge grass field over here. This is all meadow grass. We could plow this up. We're going to have to remove some trees from it, so that means that we're going to have to probably, actually, you know what? These are not huge trees. These are just like saplings. We could probably carry these out of here by hand. There's a creek right there. So would we own both sides of the creek? We would. We would own all the way over to, I think there's a road over here. Next to this factory, whatever this factory is. Is there a road? Maybe there's not a road? That almost looks like there's a road. I think that's just the border of the field, though. So there's not a road. We would own all the way over here. That's a pretty good chunk of land there. Plenty of grass. We could plow a lot of this up and plant some grass in here, too. I don't know what factory this is. What is this? Oh, this is the potato chip factory. I can't translate that at all for the life of me, but those look like potato chips. How do I... Let's see, click on that. Yeah, potato processing plant. So this is the potato chip factory. Okay, cool. Now, the question is, we don't really need the utility tractor right away. Because these little trees like this, all we need is a chainsaw and my own 2 strong farmer arms to remove these little sapling trees. Question is, can we afford this? This is going to be a pretty penny. That's $359. I haven't taken any loan yet. $359. How do I go up there? There we go. Well, let's just see. $359 is what I said. Well, we can afford it now. I took out some loan. We're gonna have to work it. We're gonna have to work all this land. But you know what? We'll have another wheat field. We'll have plenty of wheat to sell coming in the winter. So all right, let's do it. Let's pull the trigger. I'll go back and look at that field. I may do some contracts, and I'll see how much more loan I can take out too. But this is a good investment, I think. It's pretty close to the farm. It's right across the way. And we can create our own grass field down here. All right, so let's get busy. We're going to be busy. Going to be busy working. Trying to acquire the land. I have to drive through this little low waterway here. It's very cold here in Zielonka. That's why I've got my jacket on. But I can always jog in my jacket. That's one nice thing about it. Oh, well, hey there. How you doing? Like a pizza later? Big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later. Another cool point if you know what movie that's from. I need to watch that one again. I haven't watched that one in a while. Alright, what I'll probably do is mow that grass down there. Because it is August. I'll probably mow it once. I'll probably mow all the grass around here. And then plow it up in the winter. Get that nice grass field created. Or maybe not in the winter, maybe this fall. Plant some grass down there. Alright, but for now, you know what? I'm kind of curious about this other field. If I can afford it. I don't know if I can afford it or not. Maybe we should hold off on that one. Don't know how much loan we'll be able to take. That's the thing. I'm thinking about like the loan and all of that. But we did buy a rake. We do have a baler. We'll have straw bales that we can sell. I don't know if it would be smart to wait to winter. We'd only have to wait till December to sell the straw and the wheat. So that's not too far off. question is, should we plow all this together right away or keep it separate? I would say maybe keep it separate for now. Put in a good, decent cash crop. I'm thinking oats. That's why I was kind of interested in that field back there. Oats you get a good price for when you sell them when the time is right. And then you also get the straw. So you do get straw bales out of it. So you'll have that added bonus to it. I would say beans, but beans, you know, you don't get the straw, and then, you know, I don't know. We could plant a field of beans. I don't know how many. I need to do some research on that. See how many beans they actually do over there in Eastern Europe. Soybeans, not green beans. I'm thinking, you know, there's green beans and there's soybeans now, so there's different beans, different kinds of beans. Alright. This is gonna take a minute. Let's see. And yeah, I'm just gonna. The turning radius of this combine is not the best, but it's an older combine, so more realistic, I guess, that way. I got lots of wheat to harvest though. I am happy with that field down there. It was expensive, but you look at what all you get with it. You get the wheat. You get the wheat field there, and then we can plant whatever we want there. And then we're gonna plow this up. I know there's a creek that runs through there, but we can put grass in there and do some silage bales on it. I know there's a grass field up there. Where was that at? Right there. So there's that one already made. Where are all the grass fields at? Are there any closer to home? I don't see any in the immediate vicinity. There are some soybean fields out there. Turn the weeds on. Yeah, most of them need to be weeded. Sprayed. There's a grass field down south there. It's not too far away from that land that we bought. One right there. 106 for that one. Probably a little bonus on the edge there too. Trying to think, do we have all the equipment that we need? I think we do for now. Unless we get into moving like bigger trees, which there are some, there's only a handful of bigger trees on land that we own. Curious as to how much more loan we can take out. Let's see, how much was that one? 106? I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the max. Take it to the limit. Okay, so that's, I'm just gonna do it. Take it to the limit. One more time. Apparently there's no limit. I'm still going. Wow. Okay, so there's 400,000. I'm gonna buy some land. I really don't need any equipment. We're fine with the combine we've got. We've got a decent tractor. I may go ahead and get another smaller tractor. Something to run maybe the FERT and put some arms on. Maybe something like that. Small cloths there. There's another one. Actually, two more there. Get the 550 and the 530 there, and then this small one there. That's the 470, 100 up to 155 horsepower. Did I get full? I did. Oh boy. I wasn't paying attention to how full I was. See if I can back her out of here. Don't want to run over the crop. This is a long field. And it's gonna get even longer. Back out like this. I pipe out, and I know the only thing I can tab to is my tractor. That's all I got. Just this one. For now. But this will be a nice one to run the plow with, and probably a seeder slash planter. Well, we definitely need a seeder if we're going to put grass in, so I'll have to go look at seeders here. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out, see how much we can take out total. All right, so that's it. So, what does that say? 685,000 maybe? So let's buy some land. I'm really, I don't know. I could buy this grass field. It's not a big field though, but it's only 106. This oat field up here I'm very interested in. It's 229. The wheat field 2. That's only 115. Oh, decisions. Because, you know, this one, we could harvest this wheat and we could make this all grass field right here if we wanted to. Tell you what, for the time being, I'm going to get this wheat field. Just because it's so close to our other fields. It's only 115. Buy that one, and I may buy this oat field. They're ready to harvest is the nice thing. It's 229. So we have 265 left. We're gonna hang on to that for now. Let's shut that off. Back to harvesting here. We own those 2 fields now. We bought some land. We bought a lot of land. We're looking pretty good on the land side. Maybe we're done with land for now. I don't know. I might still buy that grass field down south. I don't know. What else is out there? We'll look around. There's some stuff that's a little bit of a drive. A couple soybean fields up there. But they either have some type of weeds in them or they're not fully fertilized. And they're not that big. They're not that huge. I don't know. I may hold off on the soybeans. Hold off on the beans for now. Oh, we got a pretty good start here. We'll come in and rake all of this. Do the straw bales. Hang on to those. I know one thing, the shed down there at the farm, that's gotta go. We gotta tear that thing down. That thing is like very, 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 it's a safety risk. It should be condemned. If you could condemn a shed, that would be the one to condemn. It looks terrible. We might build our own. We'll look into some of there are some sheds and stuff that are Zielonka-ish. If that's a thing, is that a word? Zielonka-ish. They're very Eastern European type sheds, but maybe we can find something that's decent enough to maybe park our equipment in, park our tractor or combine, some of our tools down there. The plow can sit outside. Yeah, I kind of want to hang on to that 200,000 there, that 265. There's not any other fields like in the immediate vicinity here that I'm looking at. That's not canola. This field would be a nice one to have because it's, right there. Another grass one right there. How much is that? That's only 81,000 there. It's got a big thing there though. Big water pond or whatever there. Yeah, I think we're okay for now. Watch, you guys we'll come back and be like, hey, I bought more land. Hmm. This is gonna take a minute. I gotta harvest this field, that field, that field, that field, that field down there, and then mow the grass. You know what? I probably need to go ahead and buy a chainsaw while I'm thinking about it. Just go ahead and get the steel, I guess. Like our steel chainsaws. And then yeah, I can lift those saplings. Don't need a front loader for those. I'll just make a pile down there on the side of the field and can load them up. Maybe I can throw them in our tipper and get the weed out of it. Take them to the sawmill. You know what? Where is the sawmill on here? I remember right, it's over here somewhere. Yep, there it is right there. So you'd have to take it up there. Not too far. Not too far away. Another big grass area right there. Part of that. That's expensive. That's over $500,000 for that. So yeah, we'll hold off on that. And again, we'll work some contracts. They're not great contracts, but every little bit helps. Alright, so I guess that's gonna be. Oh, did I get full again? I got full again. So I gotta go get my tractor. So we'll close it out there. I'm gonna work on getting these wheat fields harvested, and then we'll come back and start working on maybe that one down south. Alright. Until the next time, guys, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.